Kyle Wiley Pickett, the conductor of the Springfield Symphony Orchestra, is here with us now. Kyle, always good to see you. How are things?
I'm good. Thanks for having me back, as
yes,
always.
Another performance for the Springfield Symphony Orchestra coming up this season, FOMO.
Right.
Remind people all about it.
Fear of missing out. We don't want people to miss these live performances.
Yes.
And so on every concert, I've had a little hook, something a little bit different. And we've got something really different on this concert.
Which I'm super pumped about. So let's just say you're taking people to outer space, but tell me what that means.
We are. So we're playing a set of pieces called The Planets.
Okay.
And it's one of the most popular pieces of like classical orchestral repertoire. Wow. Partly because it inspired John Williams when he wrote the Star Wars theme. So this music kind of gives, this is kind of what got us to basically soundtracks. And so of course it's about space. It's about 7 planets because they hadn't discovered Pluto yet, and they didn't do one for Earth.
Yeah.
So, you know. But what we're doing that's special is, some people don't know, my hobby I took up during the pandemic was astrophotography.
Which, what a cool hobby.
Wow.
Like, at least you got something good out of it, you know?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to be at home, you might as well get a telescope out and take pictures of the sky.
Yeah.
I day drink, but
well,
you know,
well, you know,
did other things. It's okay. Yeah.
And so a couple of my players said, you know, you got to show these pictures. I wasn't sure, but they kind of twisted my arm. And so we're going to show my astrophotography. There's a little bit of it right now.
Yeah, here's a little bit of what they can
that I
experience.
just took from my backyard here in Springfield.
That's incredible, Kyle. That's
gorgeous.
insane.
Yeah, all of these were from my backyard here in Springfield. And so we're going to show those images while we play the music of the planets.
That's really special.
So we've got a big screen that's going to be hanging over the orchestra, and so people will have something visual to look at while we're playing the music that kind of is inspired from those space themes.
Yeah, absolutely. How did you like get into this, or like how did you really learn to kind of perfect this craft of
You
yours?
know, my son, who's now a senior in high school and was in junior high, you know, wanted a telescope for a birthday, so we gave him a telescope, and so he and I would go out and look at things in the sky. But there's a lot of light pollution in Springfield, actually more than you would think. And so the only way you can see some of these things, like what you see on the screen right now, is if you take really long exposures. So, you know, night after night for hours, you leave the camera out there and it's taking, you know, long 5-minute exposures, and you add them up until you have like 40 hours, and then you can see these things appear. So that's really what they look like. It's just that our eyes are too fast. We can't see them from our eyes. And so that kind of just, I got into it. And I'm not a scientist. I mean, it's more about the art than it is about the science.
No, I think this is really special. Now, if there's someone out there that has not come and seen a symphony orchestra performance yet, why is this the one to come and check out?
Well, the planets. I mean, it really is. It's spectacular. But also, on the first half of the concert, we're joined by the choirs from Drury, Missouri State, and Evangel.
Oh, okay.
So they're joining us. So we have choral and orchestral music on the first half that's all kind of on these mystical themes. One of the pieces is a Walt Whitman poem about space.
I love it.
And that is sung by the choirs to get us ready for the second half of the concert. And, you know, it's going to be some really powerful music, and there's nothing like hearing that music live. And you know, we've got even some specials. If you go on our website, you know, we've got some Valentine's Day specials. This is a perfect time, right? You know, we're this Saturday.
Yeah, treat your special someone to the symphony.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. Now, something I know that's like important to you all is really creating this like experience, and I feel like this is a true experience people are going to get, right?
That's right. That's right. And that's really true. You know, I mean, going to the symphony is about the music, but you can hear music if you turn on your radio, right?
Sure.
But you can't experience music the way you can unless you do it live. And the sound just, it surrounds you, you feel it from inside. There's something in the planets that's very cool. At the very end, Neptune, where you kind of end, we float off into the cosmos, there's a women's choir, and they sing, and so we've got them hidden up in the ceiling of Hammond's Hall, and so while the orchestra tails off, you have this kind of heavenly chorus out in space that's just kind of float. You can't hear that on a radio.
No.
You can't hear that on a stereo.
So here's the thing, Kyle. People need tickets. They need to come and see this performance. How can they get tickets and more information?
You can always go to the website. It's up there on the screen, springfieldmosymphony.org, and that'll give you all the information you need about the when and where. It's Saturday night at Hammond's Hall, 7:30. And this is one, don't miss this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, your passion is definitely there.
Yes. Kyle, thanks for
exciting.
being here. This sounds really, really, really cool.
Thanks as always.